Hooray, it's your channel's birthday. Really? I didn't know that. I think I made this channel back in like 2013. It was just the video or account I used to watch videos on. And then I just turned it into my own channel because I didn't feel like making a new one with a new email. I mean, who would want to take the time to do that? I mean, make a whole new account with a new email? Oh, gosh, not me. Not me. Oh, what's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? It is Friday. It's Friday. Gotta get down on Friday. Everybody's looking forward to the weekend. Is anybody partying this weekend? Partying, yeah. Partying, yeah. Laying in bed at 7 a.m. on Saturday here. Girl, get up. Come on. Get up. Get out of bed. Go do something. No, I'm just kidding. Lay in bed. Don't get up. That's cringe if you get up. Who would want to go live real life? Ugh. Yikes. Hi, Tabacats. Welcome to Twitch. I have work this weekend. Ugh. Well, somebody's got to do it, Jules. Somebody's got to do it. So we have a very interesting stream today. We have Amberlynn disclosing to us that she has been dumped by her cell phone girlfriend. It's over. It wasn't meant to be. Who could have possibly seen this coming? Not me. You know, it's almost as if it's not a great idea to get into a committed relationship with someone that you've never met, but, you know, almost. It's almost like that. But, you know. Amberlynn followed her heart, and it led her to the curb. She has been kicked out by Valentine. It is not meant to be. We're going to take a look at the why and see how Amberlynn's feeling about it. And then I'm thinking later in the stream, we're going to watch some Fooby Booby. Okay, listen. I'm upset because last night Chantal uploaded a video titled, like, Misconceptions About Binge Eating. And it was like a 16-minute long video. And I watched the whole thing when she uploaded it. And it was basically her popping off about how no one in the community knows shit about binge eating and everyone needs to shut up and stop telling her what she needs to do because no one's a doctor. It was one of the more delusional videos that she's put up recently, but it got taken down. And I was reading on Twitter, I think it was Twitter, I was reading on Twitter that it got reported and taken down, like, due to, like, misinformation. So a video that Chantal uploaded of her justifying why at 400 pounds she should be allowed to eat whatever she wants, it got taken down. So I mean, I could find a copy of that video probably on a different website or on Twitter. But the thing is, I don't know if it's a good idea for me to react to a video that was taken off of YouTube. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to like use a video that may have broken the rules about it. So I don't think that we're going to be able to watch it, unfortunately. But yes, I did see that she just put up a different video complaining about reaction channels. It's here, let me pull it up real quick. It's like reaction channels are thieves or something. The thumbnail's hilarious. Hold on, let me find it. Let me find it. Foodie booty videos. Okay, so yeah, she puts up this video with this little, like, burglar Look at how funny this is. Look at this thumbnail. Look, it's a little burglar with a flashlight and a sack of loot. And the sack of loot is titled Views. Oh boy, the age-old argument of reaction channels steal views. It is alive and well, y'all. Ooh, I can't wait to watch this one after Amber. It's too much of a risk, Jordy. Don't play with it. I really wanted to. I really wanted to watch it, but it got taken down. So I don't want to react to a video that may have broken YouTube's terms of YouTube's terms of service. So we're not going to watch that one, unfortunately. I bet she stole that burglar art. It kind of looks like clip art. Remember clip art from Microsoft Word? Kind of looks like she just did that. Photoshop queen. Queen of Photoshop. Hi, Lori. Happy Friday. I told her to quit then. Maybe in the future, like maybe if like Piggy does like convince, you know, we'll like let it die down a little bit. But this like fresh, I don't want to. But like, you know, maybe like if Piggy like does a condensed version of it, we could do it. Or maybe if it goes back up in the future. I really wanted to do the whole video. I thought it was a fun video, but unfortunately, everyone was flagging it for misinformation. Oh, there was tons of misinformation in it. I absolutely do think that it should have been taken down for misinformation. I mean, Chantal was saying a whole bunch of stuff about overeating and binge eating. Like, it wasn't... No. Oh, gosh. This time is much more ideal for us UK girlies. We love the UK girlies. No, not the fake girlfriend. The fake girlfriend's gone, y'all. No more. They were in love. They were. Amberlynn's relationship that she was coordinating through a cell phone is over. Jordy, my fiance always laughs when I turn on your videos because your face is really big on the screen. I never notice. Anybody have me on the TV right now? Anybody watching me on a cell phone? I'm just going to assume that you all have me pulled up on a 65-inch flat screen TV. Did I really just say flat screen TV? Oh my god. I make fun of Chantal when she says that, and then here I am saying it. Oh my gosh. Hi, Cat Stam Meow. Happy Friday to you. Why doesn't she just date the mom? Amberlynn? What? Well, the mom has a boyfriend. So, I mean, even if we were to play around with your theoretical incestual scenario, the mom's taken. Mom's taken. All right, y'all. Are you ready to get into this? Amberlynn is single. She is a single girly pop once more. I'm excited to hear why. She's also feeling sick and goes to a birthday party. Okay, I wonder if those two things are related. She needs to date an Uber driver. Honestly, that's actually not a bad idea, because think, if she dated an Uber driver, that's transportation to all the department stores and Walmart and, you know, whatever, like transportation, her doctor's appointments, shit like that. I think that she would be better off dating an Uber XL driver. You know how you have the option to do like Uber X, Uber XL, Uber Black Car? Maybe like an Uber XL driver. And then on top of that, Uber drivers, you know, go and pick up food if they work for Uber Eats. So it's like a win-win, you know? I could see that. Yeah. That would be her twin flame. Twin flame. I love that. An Uber driver just delivered my booze. Booze on a Friday. Anybody got a buzz ball? All right, let's start the madness. Let's see what Amberlynn is up to. Emilia Van Geisel, I appreciate your super chat. Thank you so much. I finally made it on time. Love from Belgium. Belgium. That's a little bit west of California, right? Thank you so much, Emilia. That's a really pretty name. I always think of Amelia Clark when I see that name. Moonrabbit ASMR. Thank you so much. I love all you bitches. Well, Moonrabbit ASMR, we love you too, bitch. A heart hand to you. Cats damn meow. Starting off with those gifted subscriptions. Ugh. Fun size Gigi, Tabacats, Brian. Welcome to the sub club on Twitch via Cats damn meow. I don't know what to say, Cats damn meow. What are you at now? Like 200 something? It's unreal. It is unreal. Thank you so much. Okay, let's get started.
Good morning, good morning. So today is June 23rd. Welcome to my vlog. So today I'm actually going to a birthday party, and then after that I am going to I call him my stepbrother because it's my mom's boyfriend's son, obviously. So when I say step niece and nephew, that's what I mean. It's because my mom and her boyfriend have been together for like 8 years now, and they're planning on getting married and all that. So yeah, anyways, I'm not really sure what
Oh, they're planning on getting married. Okay. A wedding vlog in the future? That would be something.
gonna film. Like, I don't know, I just want to be like respectful. But I did want to say I increased my semaglutide dose yesterday, and the whole last week I didn't feel anything because I was supposed to increase it the week before, but I didn't. It's a long story. So I was like, oh my god, like I'm afraid it's not gonna work, you know. I was like getting into my head, but I woke up today feeling a little bit nauseous. So that actually hasn't happened for weeks. So I'm gonna go ahead and assume the semaglutide is going through my body and it is working. Waking up nauseous is not a good feeling, but it's a good feeling knowing that like...
Okay, but waking up as 500 pounds isn't a good feeling either. I mean, that's usually the trade-off with medication. It does something adverse to you. Not all the time, but it does something adverse to you, but it's to achieve a greater good. So, I mean, what do we want to do? Be a little bit nauseous in the morning or be 500 pounds?
The increased dosage was worth it because my syringes are all pre-filled. They do it at the med spa for me. So each one has like the first dose on it. So since I had to double it, that means I had to take 2. When I go buy my next vial, I'm definitely just gonna have them leave it in the vial because you do have the option to either leave it in the vial and take it out with the syringe yourself, or they'll just pre-fill it. I just wanted to make it easier for my mom because she's the one who...
Which, I mean, honestly, now that she has a PCP, she should be able to have access to, you know, medications or whatever she would need to ask for. So why doesn't she ask for like an anti-nausea something, an anti-nausea script? I'm actually shocked that Amberlynn doesn't complain of constipation, because semaglutide, it like slows down the digestive system. So, I mean, just the inactive sedentary lifestyle that Amberlynn has on top of semaglutide, I'm surprised that Girly Pop isn't backed up to 2002. Honestly.
Does it for me, since I just like literally cannot do it. Like, I cannot imagine putting a needle inside my body. Like, there's just a brain block there. So we're currently at...
She'll shove fried chemical food into her mouth up to 500 pounds, but a little teeny tiny needle that'll do us some good. I couldn't imagine doing that to myself. Isn't it funny the way that the human mind works? It is. Let's do all this horrible stuff to us. But a little teeny tiny needle. I could never. I could never. Okay, is this the birthday party? Where are they at? It looks like they're at some park. Play pavilion. Oh, maybe the mom is taking Amberlynn to the play pavilion.
At Scissortail Park, and there's just so many things.
Oh, soccer field. Okay, all right. Remember the episode of Chantal playing soccer? Amberlynn, now's your chance. Take the crown back. Take what's yours, girly pop.
To do here, like, it's kind of cool. Look how freaking pretty it is. So peaceful.
Let's get out of her way. She was trying to let her.
Ooh, Amberlynn eating pineapple. You know what that means. That can only mean one thing. If you know, you know. Just saying. That's all I'm gonna say. Amberlynn eating pineapple. At the same time she became single? Coincidence? I think not. Nice rotate. That's one of the funniest things that was ever uttered in Shontopolis. Nice rotate. That's before we knew he was a degenerate. Thank you so much for the super chat. Amberlynn would be so upset right now. This is not what she ordered. Love you, Jordy. Thanks for everything. Thank you so much. Nice rotate. Amberlynn would be upset right now. You think that she wants fruit on a paper plate? Come on.
She was trying to let her get her nappy.
That's what we thought about her. That's why I started.
What's this? This is a napkin? Why does she have a napkin across her chest? Is this like, is she wiping off the boob sweat? Okay. Huh. Alright. Napkin across chest. Now, Girl World has always been known for its high fashion couture moments, so I guess this is just another one to add to the book.
This is Amberlynn hot.
Very standoffish.
This is Amberlynn hot. Oh, hi, sweetie.
He's probably wanting to sit under her for shade, in all honesty, you know? Because, I mean, like, that primal instinct for animals to find shelter. It's, I mean, if you see Amberlynn sitting on a bench and you see, like, a, you know, little area beneath it, it's like, okay. Yeah. Shelter just made itself. I know, that dog does have pretty eyes. Aww. I like how one's blue and one isn't.
Look at them eyes. Okay, guys, so obviously this is cement concrete, but then this stuff, I don't know what it is, but like your whole foot.
Is this what Amberlynn's channel has come to? Documenting that she's walking across concrete. Alright, y'all. I'm gonna walk across some concrete. But then, when I get to the edge of the concrete, there is a different material for me to walk on. This is what's gonna save Girl World. This scene right here.
This stuff, I don't know what it is, but like your whole foot goes like in it. It feels like,
In it.
I don't know, like rubber. Oh, it is so crazy to me.
It's like what they put at playgrounds for kids. So when kids are acting all rowdy and they fall down, it doesn't hurt as bad as concrete. How does she not know this?
It's honestly so beautiful here. Like, look at that. Stunning. This phone zooms in so much, you're literally about to see me. Why do I look so weird?
Huh. Okay, so Amberlynn has transitioned into Slenderman here. Alright. Toned. Yeah, Amberlynn's looking awfully toned here. Do you think that she's taking a shot at Chantal in this scene? Chantal. Amberlynn's looking pretty toned in this funhouse mirror building thing. Come on. Has she never been to a playground before? Beats me. Stunning. She is looking stunning. With 3 E's. Everything is crazy to our girl. I know. I couldn't imagine living Amberlynn's life. Everything would just be so erratic and out of place. Slenderlynn. Yes. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Remember the crazy ass girls that like lured their friend out into the woods to find Slender Man, and then they were gonna sacrifice her as like some ritual, and they like attacked the girl, and then the girl had like 30 stab wounds and was able to crawl out of the forest and get help. This is who they were going to see. This right here.
If anyone is curious, it is 100 degrees today. I'm telling you, Oklahoma summer, I didn't miss that part because when I lived here when I was 18, it was like the hottest state I've ever lived in. But then when I moved to Tucson, Arizona, I was like, oh, okay, that's freaking hot too. So by far out of all the states I've lived, Arizona and Oklahoma have the worst heat I have ever felt in my life. Like it's crazy. But honestly, I would rather have the heat than like frigid.
Well, it probably doesn't help to have your hair down like this, on top of wearing black pants, on top of wearing... I don't know, I didn't see if this was long sleeve shirt, but I mean, Amberlynn dresses very covered up, so that doesn't help with heat.
Cold, even though when I was younger, I would prefer the cold, and now I prefer the heat. If I had...
That purse chain is clipping into her neck. I think at this point, the purse chain is kind of, I don't know, off into purgatory. It's been forgotten about. That damn choker is gonna drive me nuts. It doesn't even really feel like it's choking anything. It honestly looks more like a necklace. It almost looks like it's like curved down. Like a choker is supposed to go like all the way around in like a line. Hers kind of droops.
I had to choose. Because Oklahoma doesn't just have the super hot summers, but it has the freezing cold winters as well. And I came very prepared. I am always getting water, bringing water everywhere with me, especially because when you take semaglutide, you absolutely need to stay hydrated. So don't forget, like if you're on Ozempic or whatever, keep water with you at all times. Okay.
What? I've never heard that before. Needing to stay more conscientious about your hydration because you're on semaglutide? I've never heard that. I mean, everybody should always be drinking a lot of water. It's good for you. It helps you lose weight. It flushes out bad shit. But because she's on semaglutide, she needs to pay careful extra attention? Never have heard that before. Huh. Neat. The things you learn from Dr. Lynn. Laura Crocker, thank you so much for the super sticker. I appreciate that. Isn't that like the Leave Britney Alone person? Laura Crocker? No, that's oh hell. Chris Crocker. Chris Crocker, thank you for the super chat.
Hey guys, so I've been home for just a little bit, and honestly, this semaglutide, I don't know what's going on, but I feel just not the greatest, like just nauseous. And at my stepbrother's house, we had stuffed bell pepper, which so freaking good, and some mac and cheese, and literally I ate like maybe 4 bites and I was like, whoa. Like it literally felt like the fullest I've been in a long time. And I was like, this is crazy. And
that's good. No, that's not crazy. That's good. That's what the point of it is. So, I mean, honestly, like, if we want to go back to the whole discussion about Amberlynn doing the damn thing, Amberlynn putting in some willpower, her doing something to aid in her own weight loss, and it's not just the drug doing it for her, this is probably the one thing that I could get on board with in terms of her having an argument of doing something. Because, I mean, you do have to endure the nausea, you do have to endure the discomfort of the medication, but, I mean, the trade-off is a no-brainer. Do you want to be 500 pounds, 6 feet under, or do you want to be alive and nauseous? Not to be morbid, just being real. This is the fullest I've been in a long time. Oh boy. 4 bites of mac and cheese did her in.
It's like, I don't know if I'm confusing the full feeling with actually the fact that I just felt like nauseous. I don't know. But just not feeling the greatest because of the shot for sure. But I'm hoping it'll pass as the days go on. But like, it just doesn't feel very good. And minus that, like, I've had a really good day with friends and family. But I am pretty sad about something. And a lot of you definitely have guessed it. God.
Well, I mean, what the hell? What is this pretzel? Oh, oh my god! I was like, why is there a pretzel on the screen right now? Cat's damn me, ow! Oh my gosh! Why did a pretzel come up on the screen? That was so weird. Thank you so much for that. That is extremely generous. You know what? In honor of Cat's damn meow. I was so confused. I mean, Amberlynn's about to bust out into tears and there's a pretzel on the screen. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Cat's damn meow. Priscilla Pretzley formally thanks you for the very, very generous donation. Thank you so much. Can we get some Priscilla Pretzley emojis in the chat on Twitch? Jeez, thank you so much for sending that in, Cat's damn meow. Making it rain? Oof. That's an understatement. That is an understatement. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. I thought it was part of her video. I'm like, why is she about to cry and there's a pretzel on the screen? Like, I don't know. Was it like she was mourning the loss of being able to eat things? It's like, you know, breaking down into tears at the thought of wanting to eat a pretzel, but she can't. I don't know what was going on, but... Thank you again, Cat's damn meow. But, okay, yeah. Amberlynn is about to tell us that she has ended things, or that person has ended things with her. If you ask me, I think Amberlynn was dumped because Amberlynn is someone that always gets left. The girls in girl world do not do the dumping. They are always the dumpies. They are the ones always getting left. That's why I always say with Chantal, when the whole Kuwait season ends, it will be on his accord. Chantal will not end that relationship. So it will either be him ending the relationship or it will be something with her visa. They will no longer be able to renew her visa to come back every 3 months like she's been doing the past year and a half. It'll be something like that. The girls do not do the dumping. They get dumped.
I have an easier time admitting when, like, I fucked something up versus, like, the person that I was in love with fucking it up. So it's like, I just don't even want to, like...
Oh. I have an easier time admitting when I made a mistake versus when they make a mistake? Oh, now I did hear rumblings of this. I think that Amberlynn got cheated on. Amberlynn's cell phone girlfriend that she never met cheated on her. Oh my. She got cheated on. Has Amberlynn ever been cheated on before? Destiny. Well, I mean, you could maybe Destiny. Maybe Destiny. We don't know for sure. There's kind of like a weird little lapse of time there where she was like half with Dana, half with Amberlynn. I think Dusty cheated. Out of any of the ex-cast members, I think that it would have been Destiny. But Amberlynn getting cheated on. Oh. A more difficult time talking about things when they mess up. Oh, all right. Well, I mean, if you go to Amberlynn's TikTok page, A lot of her most recent clips are of her crying, and then the caption is like, you know, I thought we had something real. I thought this was forever. Like shit like that. You know, things that you would see from like an angsty 15-year-old. But, okay.
Like, go there, discuss it, talk about it, because it's just like a lot. And I don't know, it's just easier to keep things like this off a line, but like so many of you have guessed it. And
off a line? Oh my gosh, I love when Amberlynn makes up words. It's easy to keep this off a line. I love that. I'm gonna take that. That's mine now. Hungry? Yeah. And I mean, honestly, in situations like this, when Amberlynn is feeling down and out, when, you know, she got cheated on by her FaceTime girlfriend, she probably would want to turn to food. But as we know, she went to take that fourth bite of mac and cheese and she about busted. So, can't be turning to food right now. And she says that she's off the Delta. So, if we can't turn to food and we can't turn to Delta, how are we going to cope? Is this going to be like a teardrops on my guitar situation type deal? Is she going to open up one of her notebooks and just start free writing until her heart can't do it anymore? Off a line. I love it. Does she mean off online? Yeah, like off the internet. But she said off a line. Jordy, stop laughing. Our girl is going through a serious, painful experience with no food for comfort. I would love to know how she's coping in this moment. I do. Because these are those tough moments when life gets real. She's going to gamble on a fifth bite of mac and cheese. You think it's like, I don't care if my stomach I don't care if my stomach explodes. I'm going for that fifth bite of mac and cheese to cope. Maybe. Magus, thank you so much for sending in a super chat. I really appreciate that. I got a free slushie today. Cheers to you, big man. Big man. Big? You just called me, but where's my sticker? Where the hell's my sticker? I don't know how I feel about that, Magus. Oh, hell. Here it is. What? Big man? What do you mean? I mean, I'm happy that you got a free slushie, but cheers to you, big man? Don't know how I feel about that. Thank you, Magus. I'm glad that your slushie was on the house. Sip to your heart's content. Mandy! Hey, Mandy, how you doing? I sound like Wendy Williams. Thank you so much for gifting 5 subscriptions on Twitch. Thank you for doing that. That was really generous of you, Mandy. Hope your weekend's going well. Thank you.
And I'm just going to keep hurting privately, and I'm just gonna let it stay that way because I don't want to sit here and talk about it. I don't. So that's not what's gonna happen on this channel. So I just want to continue being happy, independent as I can be, and sticking to my weight loss. I just want to be happy.
Happy, independent as I can be. Well, I mean, the whole thing about independence is, with Amberlynn, it's kind of forced independence because Jade left, and, I mean, she doesn't really have anyone else that wants to live and take care of her right now. So she had to move to Oklahoma because to be 500 pounds, to be a quarter ton, you need some help. That's just the way it is. You watch any episode of 600 Pound Life, within the first 10 minutes of the episode, it's going to be a neighbor, a grandparent, a sibling, a parent, even some of their kids. It's someone helping out. This type of lifestyle cannot be sustained. So Amberlynn's independence can kind of only go to an extent. It's like, yeah, she's living in a 1-bedroom apartment by herself, but she's also being visited by the mom pretty frequently. She's also being driven around by the mom. She's able to she has the financial independence enough to be able to get anything that she would need delivered. So yeah, it's like independent, but it's like independent with a question mark on the end of it. Like, you know, very like in quotations, but you know, whatever. I won't take it away from her. She's independent. Independent. Do you know what that means? Amberlynn, do you know what that means? Who sings that song? Is that a Fergie song? No. I don't remember.
And do good for me. As empty as I feel right now, I want to portray myself as someone who feels whole. And sometimes it's easier to fake it till you make it type thing. I just love you guys. And I hope that you guys are having a good day. I think I'm going to do a lot of journaling right now. So I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to doodle. I'm going to doodle my little fucking heart out because...
Oh. There we go. I said, was she going to take to the journal to take out her rage and frustration? She is, but she's going to doodle. No writing, no poetry. Girly Plop is going to doodle. All right, girl. Well, do those stick figures and those, like, $ S's that we all did in 2nd grade. It's not Fergie. I don't remember who sings that song. It sounds like something that would come up on Pop 2K. Don't cry like scammers do. Hey, Jordy, Chris Crocker is trans and female now. Really? I didn't know that. Oh my gosh. Did they change their name, or do they still go by Chris? I like how the story is too long to tell, but we have all day, so get it out. Yeah, the story is too long to tell, and we don't have time to disclose any more information, but she uploads 3 to 4 videos a week that are all about 10 minutes. I honestly, like, I really don't know how Amberlynn isn't able to make these videos longer. I mean, when I go out and I make my driving around vlogs or my eating in my car vlogs on Oh Lordy More Jordy, I mean, I could seriously sit in my car and talk for like 20 minutes like it's nothing. I mean, really, she has to like do all this shit just to pump out 10 minutes? I mean, come on, girl. Chantal used to sit on live stream for like 14 hours a day. 10 minutes every other day. That's it? That's it. Where's the vlog with your friend? Okay, I didn't end up vlogging with my friend just because, I don't know, like, when you live in the moment and you're just kind of like doing your thing, it's not always like the most attractive thing to want to pull out your cell phone and like film. So I actually didn't get any footage with my friend from last weekend, but I mean, what I could do is I could make a driving around vlog talking about what we did, because there actually is like kind of an interesting story that I would like to talk about. I didn't vlog any of it, but we ended up at this one really strange house, and I don't really know what to make of it, but yeah, maybe. Jordy, why aren't you recording every moment of your life? Living in the hashtag moment. Yeah, I'm living in the hashtag moment. You know that meme of all the people at the concert with their cell phones up in the air and they're filming the performer on stage, and then there's like that old woman, and she has her arms resting on the fence and she's like looking up at the concert, just enjoying it herself. That was me last weekend. I was a 70-year-old woman enjoying the concert with no cell phone.
This is the one I'm actually working on now. I have it in like this thing. That's where I keep all the ones that I've completed.
Whoa. I thought she doesn't do dots. For someone with, what's it called, trypophobia, they don't like circles or dots. What is this? What's going on here? I don't know if I can sign off on this. I don't like dots, but then you go and draw shit like this to blow steam off. Try pop phobia. Yeah. Try girly pop phobia. I don't know how I feel about this, Amber. What's this?
like this.
Ooh, Jordy's fact checking. I am gonna fact check there. Yeah. Fact checking. So what is it? Do you like dots or do you not like dots? Fess up.
Thing. That's where I keep all the ones that I've completed. Here, let me sit you down and show you guys. Some of you like literally do not care about this in the slightest, but some of you actually.
It's like she already knows that we don't give a shit. Oh my gosh. Some of you do not care about this in the slightest. Oh my gosh. I don't personally. I don't care about what Amberlynn draws with crayons or markers or colored pencils. I hated the scratch art. That was one of the worst parts of season 5 was watching her do the scratch art from the dollar store. Yeah, but I guess Girly Pop here is saying, I really don't care what you all think or how you feel. I'm going to show you my artwork and you're going to sit there and like it. If I knew that a large portion, or not even a large portion, if I knew that a portion of my audience didn't like stuff, I wouldn't think to include it like this. And I certainly wouldn't make a disclaimer. I don't know. I guess if we were to compare it to anything, it's like when we watch Benji videos on here. Like some of you, come out with your pitchforks and torches and you say, get this off the screen. I hate him. He's annoying. So, I mean, I don't want to, come on here and show Benji all the time. Our favorite tripophobic pluviophile pop. Oh my gosh. Yeah, maybe if YouTube doesn't end up working out when Amberlynn applies for disability, she could put that she's tripophobic. Well, I can't work because I am tripophobic. Oh my gosh. Cats damn meow, I don't know what I'm gonna do with you. I really don't. I keep trying to react and everything, but I mean, Cats Damn Meow is up here again, gifting 10 more subscriptions on Twitch. It was like a running joke at one point that if you are a Twitch viewer and you don't have a subscription next to your name, like, that's unheard of. Everyone does. Everyone has that star next to their name at this point. I mean, I really don't know what I'm going to do, Cats Damn Meow. Thank you so much for sending that in. Did you send in... You sent in 2 sets of 10 gifted subscriptions. So you sent in 20 on top of the ones that you've already sent, on top of the $100. Like... Good grief, Charlie Brown. Thank you so much, Cats Damn Meow. Super, super, super generous of you.
I do like seeing it, so I appreciate that. So I keep it in here just so it stays neat. It doesn't get all wrinkled, but oh wait, yeah, this is what I'm doing now. But I wanted to show you guys the one that I just completed. Well, I don't know if I've actually shown you guys any of these, to be honest. So we'll just do a quick glance at them because I know this is not for everybody, but this is just, I don't know, really calming and therapeutic for me. And I just love it so freaking much.
See, I mean, Amber, this is such a fumble in girl world. I mean, you're gonna clickbait a video titled "We Broke Up" with you crying as the thumbnail, and you spend maybe 30 seconds talking about it, and then you immediately go to a scene of you showing us, colored lines. I mean, come on. Tell us something. This girl doesn't have a name. She doesn't have an anything. You could spill all the tea you wanted on about this relationship, get views, get some interest rumbling in girl world again. But what are you choosing to do? You're showing us artwork that you used with Crayola. I mean, who cares? The foundation of your channel is a overly nourished, drama-ridden girly pop. Give us the foundation. We don't want to... If we were interested in doodles and art, we would be on Art and Doodles channel. Come on. You're fumbling major right now. This looks like my AP Bio notebook. What, from like not paying attention and just like drawing shit? Oh my gosh. She's stuck at age 5. Karina was right. I mean, we don't know this girl's name. We don't know anything about her. The only piece of information that Amberlynn gave us is the girl's older than her. Okay? That really narrows it down. I don't think that anyone is going to be doxing this girl. So, you could say anything you want and we still wouldn't know who it is. I mean, give us some. You could make it up. Make it up. Give us something. But instead, you want to make a little tiny ass 10-minute video, which some of it is of art. Ugh, this is so BPD coded. What do you mean? This reminds me of when I used to show my mom my scribbles when I was 6. And they say like, oh, they're really good. Oh my gosh, I didn't know I was raising a Picasso. That's going right on the fridge. Except she's 33. I mean, it's just a missed opportunity.
I don't know what's going on here, but wanted to try something different. And then this is the last.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry to pause again like this. I have never seen that many in one sitting. An anonymous gifter gifted 50 subscriptions just now. 50. Guys, I don't even know. I don't even know if we have that many viewers on Twitch for you to be gifting subscriptions to. Because I say, like, for every 1,000 for every 1,000 viewers we have on YouTube, there's usually like 100 people on Twitch watching. 50 subscriptions. From Anonymous. I don't know what to say. Whoever you are, I always think of that clip from Lois Griffin. Whoever you are, thank you. I don't know what to say, you guys. Thank you so much. Seriously, this community is like nothing else. The amount of stars on the Twitch chat. They're definitely not broke. They are definitely not broke. That reminds me, we do need to check in with them. I haven't watched them since before I got suspended. Jordy's getting the Eugenia experience with all these subs. I mean, the equivalent of all of that, it's like, I had somebody send in a lion, or what's the most expensive one? A universe? I don't know what to say. And I don't even have a name to thank you. But regardless, know that I am very appreciative. Thank you so much for contributing to my Twitch community.
Last one that I did. So, yeah, my inspiration for this one is I just wanted something that like seemed summery. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna journal. And I'm just gonna try to stay as positive as possible and know that sometimes losing someone isn't the end of the world and that I will be okay.
Okay, but did you really lose someone? You know what? This actually might come across as a little bit insensitive. I think that people can form relationships online. Falling in love, personally, I disagree. I don't think that two people can, or better yet, I don't think it's a good idea for two people to believe that they have fallen in love with each other through a cell phone. I think that you need to get to know each other. You need to get to know each other's history. You need to see how you vibe in person. You need to live with each other. That's a big thing. Once you live with someone, that's the real test. You know, shooting someone some Snapchats and some Instagram DMs and some selfies and text messages and playing games with them on your phone or on the Nintendo Switch. I mean, you know, I don't mean to minimize it because I'm sure that Amberlynn did care about this girl and everything, but I mean, to get to the point where you're in tears talking about what you've lost, I don't know. I think that she's going to miss having someone to talk to and text all day, not necessarily the person. That's a good way of putting it, Jules. It's not necessarily, she lost the love of her life. It's not like Jack trying to get up on the door to not die in the Atlantic Ocean. But, yeah. People form all kinds of attachments. Prison pen pals. Prison pen pals. This is performative. Yeah, I mean, we can't forget that a lot of people have even speculated that this never happened at all. I mean, Amberlynn makes something up. I know it's kind of a stretch. I know it's kind of a 6XL stretch, but Amberlynn, I think, could make something up. I do. Jordy's heart is the size of an Oreo cookie. That's not true. My heart's like that scene from Grinch where it grows big. My heart is like the size of a crumble cookie, not an Oreo cookie. I'll have you know. Who's slandering me in the chat? Mods, get them. When did she upload this? About 2 hours ago.
Even if it does feel like the end of the world. Okay guys, so I was editing this video and I saw that I did not have questions of the day at the end of it, so let's definitely do that. If you guys have any questions for me, make sure you put question marks at the end, because that's the only way it gets in this little section of the YouTube studio. These little hairs are so annoying, but it also makes me happy at the same time because I wear my hair like this, parted to the side. I've been wearing my hair like that since I was a teenager, so I've lost a lot of hair right here because of it, but it's growing back, so that's a good thing. But it's like,
because she doesn't want to. Didn't she go on this whole thing a few months ago about not wanting to use a hair dryer? She says like the heat is ruining her hair or something, on top of the fact that the hysterectomy kind of affected it too, and the menopause. Recently I actually saw that Eugenia was talking about not wanting to apply heat to her hair either. Maybe we'll talk about that in a episode coming up. But that's interesting. It seems like the girls in girl world are very anti-heat to hair. I love how she's crying and then the video cuts. So heartfelt. Edit Lynn. That's breakage from high ponytails and poor hair care. Oh, really? I didn't know that. So, like, when people do, like, a high ponytail like that, like Ariana Grande, that can actually damage it? Oh, I didn't know that. Amberlynn Grande. Better knock that shit off real quick. Buzzcut Lynn. Yeah, maybe we could get a ROTC arc from Amber. Or like a reserves. Yeah. I air dry because I'm poor. I've had the same hair dryer for like 15 years. Honest to God. I got it for Christmas one year. I still use it. My husband and I met on an MMO like 15 years ago. You know what that reminds me of? Okay. This has nothing to do with Amberlynn, but like real quick sidebar, I want to tell you guys about something. There was a woman that I met on World of Warcraft. This was maybe like 2.5 years ago. And she was telling me about how she and her husband met on the game a long time ago. Like I'm talking like 2005, 2004. They met like a really long time ago. And this person actually ended up marrying the guy that she met on World of Warcraft. And he is like significantly younger than her. Like he's like 35 and she's like in her 50s. And like, like whatever and everything. But like I'm doing the math, right? I'm doing the math in my head and I'm thinking, if you met him back when he was, you know, like playing this game in 2005 and he's only like 33 right now or 34, I'm thinking, so you were in your 30s on this video game dating a 14-year-old. And then like I don't know if she like realized that she told me that and everything, but then I'm like, oh shit. Like, you're a groomer. This is screwed up. And then recently, the story gets worse. Recently, I saw that her husband is like a big shit World of Warcraft streamer. He's like really well followed. He makes a lot of videos. He's like very popular. You want to know the worst thing? So I was talking to some of the people that I play the game with, and I was saying like, oh my gosh, I used to talk to this woman. She told me about this and, you know, her whole family and how they met and everything. And then he says to me, he says, well, you know who that is, right? And I was like, what are you talking about? And he's like, they both are like online influencer people. And I was like, what do you mean they're both online influencer people? Like, I know that he streams World of Warcraft, and I know that he's really popular and everything, but what are you talking about? He sends me this woman's YouTube channel, and she has like a big following on YouTube. Like, I'm talking like over 200,000 subscribers. I clicked on this woman's YouTube account. I was like family vlogger. I'm thinking, okay, so they got together when he was like 14 and she was like in her 30s, and now they have a family vlogging YouTube channel. I was gooped when I saw this YouTube channel. I was like, oh my gosh.
Like annoying right now, you know? Teddy bear coloring books, that's not age appropriate at all. Oh yeah, sorry, we're talking about ALR. So I actually got the coloring books because of a TikToker I follow who is an adult, just like me. They actually made that coloring book for adults. Obviously kids can color it too, but can you start giving credit to the creators that you copy, like Bobby Goods? I don't even know who Bobby Goods is, so I don't know how I'm copying them, but now I'm curious. Let me know. Does her mom not have a job? Yes, she does. She has a full-time job. I have to...
Oh, God. Oh, God. Well, we know where that came from. Does her mom not have a job? Well, I mean, the question has always been, does Amber get... I mean, is like kind of Amber this woman's full-time employer, the mom's full-time employer? Is Amberlynn getting the mom to drive her around all the time? Does she work? Does she get disability? Does she get SSI? I have no idea. So I think that Amberlynn, I mean, no, I don't think, I know. I know that Amberlynn has been using these little question of the day segments to dispel a lot of the rumors that she has been encountering lately. So... Or do they not disclose their relationship lore? No, and I'll be honest, you guys, I'm not interested in, like, covering it, so to speak. Because the conversation that I had with that person years back, it was like, I don't know. Like, I'm not in touch with this person anymore, but it's just like, it was just like interesting to see that. Like, I was gooped. Next thing, her job will be doxxed. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if that happened to the mom. Like, if she did, you know, like, let's believe that Amberlynn's telling the truth right now. Not that I'm saying she's not telling the truth. I mean, shit, the mom might work. Who knows? But also, she's been watching you. Hi, Amberlynn. Why? If that was my daughter, I'd be mooching. Well, I mean, it's kind of like there is an incentive to hang out with Amberlynn. I mean, they did miss out on a lot of time with each other throughout life, but it's like, well, if Amberlynn pays, I don't have a problem going to TJ Maxx. If Amberlynn pays, I don't have a problem going to this cafe. If Amberlynn pays, sure, let's go to BJ's and have a $60 lunch.
She has a full-time job. I have to hold you guys because you just fell. Okay, so this next one is kind of long, but I do want to read it. People saying you shouldn't be proud of yourself for losing weight because you're taking an injection, but also actively choosing healthier choices, should also be saying that people who got weight loss surgery shouldn't be proud of themselves either, since they got the surgery and it's physically impossible for them to eat much of anything. That's the logic they are spreading. It's a bit insulting to me as someone who had weight loss surgery over a decade ago. Do these people not know?
Wait, I honestly wasn't paying attention. What did she say? This is like a run-on sentence.
Also actively choosing healthier choices should
also actively choosing healthier choices. Okay, so we're going back to the no bun thing. We're going back to the substitution of the French fries. She wrote that herself. It does kind of sound like she wrote that herself.
This next one is kind of long, but I do want to read it. People saying you shouldn't be proud of yourself for losing weight because you're taking an
People saying you shouldn't be proud of yourself for losing weight because you're taking Ozempic. I mean, we kind of already talked about this. If Amberlynn, if anything, I'll give her credit for enduring the side effects of Ozempic. But in terms of her not getting a bun on her cheeseburger or substituting French fries for asparagus, I mean, I don't know. Like, bring in the dancing lobsters. Like, bring in the balloons. Get the streamers. I don't.
Injection, but also actively choosing healthier choices, should also be saying that people who got weight loss surgery shouldn't be proud of themselves either.
Okay, so now what this person is equating this to is people who get weight loss surgery, we shouldn't say that they should be proud of themselves either. Well, I think that those two concepts are different, but this person is trying to say that they're the same. All right.
Since they got the surgery and it's physically impossible for them to eat much of anything. That's the logic they are spreading. It's a bit insulting to me as someone who had weight loss surgery over a decade ago. Do these people not know when to stop judging you and downplaying every little thing you do that's been positive in your life, but yet putting a magnifying glass under simple mistakes you've made even once from over 8 years ago? I've never seen you more active, independent, positive, happier, level-headed since you've started YouTube than I do now. I'm proud of you, Amberlynn, and you should be proud of yourself too. That's actually super sweet. I appreciate that. And I do get like what you're saying, because in the same way, like an injection helps someone lose weight because it's a tool, so does like weight loss surgery. So downplaying either of those things is probably not a good idea, not a good look in my opinion, because there are choices that I'm making that isn't semaglutide based, like the fact that I haven't drank any soda.
It wasn't even a question. It's not even a question. This is just Amberlynn so that she can pin the blame on someone else. Because if someone else sent this, or someone else submitted this, or someone else sent this in, then Amberlynn can't be held liable. I was just reading something that someone sent in. But this is very much so Amberlynn speaking it. It's like, if they send this into her and then she says, oh my God, thank you so much. I really agree with what you said. That's a lot different than Amberlynn coming on here and lecturing us. So it's stupid. It's sneaky. Girl, come on. Like, if you really believe this, if you really think that, taking Ozempic is like training for a triathlon, I mean, stand behind it then. Communicate your argument. it's her choice that the Ozempic makes her lose her appetite. She's lecturing you. Oh my gosh. I know, because I mean, Amberlynn and I can't have a direct conversation with each other. We can only really talk to each other through like videos because she blocked me on Instagram. So if she wants to talk to me on Instagram, she's gonna have to unblock me. Amberlynn, if you DM me on Instagram, I am happy to have a one-on-one with you and not screenshot it and show it to my audience. I would never do that. You know, that's pretty low. I mean, really, for someone to DM you in confidence and want to have a conversation with you, send you voice memos, email you a cease and desist, you know, all that stuff. Like, I would never break the confidence and the importance of the privacy between me and another person for the entertainment of the internet. Girl, come on. Just unblock me on Instagram. We can chat. We can chat. If you're single now, you're probably looking for more people to text. I'll text you. Why didn't she make these choices before the medication? That's a good point, I'm a YouTubie. I think that the no bun and the French fries substitute would have meant a lot more to the community had she done it pre-Ozempic. Mandy, thank you so much for resubscribing. Appreciate that. In addition to your gifted subs. Thank you, thank you. Cat Stand Me Out, thank you again. Debbie Hoyt, hello, Debbie. Thank you, thank you. Slushy Fund for the Slushy King. Well, I have not had one today yet, but, you know, maybe later. It is Friday, after all. I do make a point to get them on Mondays and Fridays. That's a must. That is a must. That is an Elon must. I have to have a slushie on Mondays and Fridays. And Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday. Thank you, Debbie Hoyt. I really appreciate that. 131, hi. Welcome back for your 4th month. Hello, hello. Thank you, thank you. Welcome back to the Twitch team.
Like, that's been crazy. And I've always turned to THC as a crutch just to make me feel better. And I also have not been doing that. And I do see that 11...
Did she just say that not drinking soda is crazy? Hold on, I need to hear that again.
And I've always turned to THC as a crutch. And soda's like weight loss surgery. So downplaying either of those things is probably not a good idea. Not a good look, in my opinion. Because there are...
You hear that, y'all? Me, the nasty son of a bitch, using my platform to diminish the accomplishments of Amberlynn not getting a bun with her cheeseburger. Not a good look. Not a good look. I mean, it's honestly surprising that I haven't been canceled yet, but this may be the straw that breaks the camel's back. This may be the French fry that breaks the DoorDasher's back. It's not a good look. How dare you? Good grief. Oh my. This is so silly. This is so silly. If you have consistently been 500 pounds for years, and then you start taking Ozempic and you're able to lose weight and you are continuously losing weight, you don't get to step in all of a sudden now and say, look at all this willpower. Look at all this shit I'm doing on my own. I'm doing the damn thing. Look at my mental fortitude. I am so mentally strong that I don't have to get... Girl, it's the O. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying, don't step in now and be trying to act all brand new, saying that you're doing the damn thing when it's the Ozempic. Jordy is over party. Didn't her DoorDasher literally break their leg? I don't remember that. She suggested it was a placebo before. Oh, I know. Amberlynn. Could you imagine Amberlynn loses like 200 pounds being on Ozempic? And then when she gets into the 300s, she's like, I mean, honestly, I think it was just a placebo. I think it was just mental games. Jordy, did Ozempic change the taste or enjoyment of food for you? No. What Ozempic did for me is it changed the portion sizes. So if I sat down to eat a dozen chicken wings, for example, I could only eat 6 before feeling like my stomach was going to burst and I couldn't eat another bite. So I still was able to enjoy all of the same foods that I had prior to it, just less. Which, I mean, really, that's all really, life is. It's all about moderation. And the queen of moderation should know that. I mean, you can still eat like shit. Sometimes. Sometimes. Not all the time. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Skinny legend. It's just water weight. Nikocado was onto something. Mary. Hi, Mary. Thank you so much for sending in a super chat. That was really generous of you. Hi, Jordy and chat. Thank y'all for keeping me company and making me laugh during this long-ass week at work. I hope everyone has had a great weekend. Also, Jordy, what is your favorite movie? My favorite movie is a scary movie with Liv Tyler. It's called The Strangers. I've heard that they've actually made a remake of it, and it's like in theaters right now. But yeah, that's my favorite movie. I love The Strangers. I eat like shit, 2,000 calories a day of burgers and pizza. I mean, that's kind of like where the conversation comes into play here. It's like, if you're gonna have a shit diet and you're gonna be eating 1,800 to 2,000 calories a day of bad food, like, yes, it's still unhealthy for you, but at least you're not having 4,000 calories of it. Lesser of two evils. I have a theory that I poop too much and that's why I'm hungry all the time. Well, I mean, I don't know, Mariah. That might not be that outlandish, because if, your digestion's going, if your stomach's constantly emptying like that, I mean, I don't need to be like, oh lordy, it's a doctor, but Ozempic and semaglutide, they slow down your digestion. So yeah, if you're constipated and backed up, so to speak, I mean, sounds like it would be better. As someone with IBSD, that's a fact. I mean, it makes sense. Like, if food goes, like, right through you, so to speak. Like, have you ever had a meal that just, like, as soon as you eat it, like, you gotta go to the bathroom? Thank you so much for saying that in, Mary. A long-ass week at work. I saw that in one of the latest episodes. I just see clips on Instagram or Twitter. I don't actually watch the show, but that Kardashian show that they have on Hulu, Kendall gets all pissed at Kylie. So, I guess Kendall is also having a long-ass week. A lot is water, unfortunately, so I get dehydrated fast. I hope you got a Stanley, girl. Hope you got one of these big mugs. Stay hydrated, y'all. It's going to be a hot summer. Blocked. Thank you so much for becoming a 2-month member. I appreciate that. Welcome back. I'm watching you up while I finish my workday delivering packages. So happy to catch you live. It's been a minute. You know what I've noticed? Like, all UPS people are good looking. Like, people who deliver packages, like, they're all good looking. Does anyone else notice that? Like, they're all, like, attractive people. I don't know, Blocked. Are you attractive? Not to toot your own horn. Welcome back. Thank you so much. It's the uniform. Oh, you think it's the uniform? Okay. They're all attractive, and I end up answering my door looking like a goblin to these models. Isn't there a UPS Ken doll? You're just lonely. Mandy, oh my god. You're just lonely. Oh boy. All right, did we listen to Amber? Okay.
There are choices that I'm making that isn't semaglutide based, you know, like the fact that I have.
Yeah, but you gotta understand, like, even those little decisions that you make that aren't semaglutide based are semaglutide based because they're allowing you to have the mental willpower to say, I don't want this bun. I will substitute the French fries for asparagus. I'll get the house salad instead of the cup of chili. The semaglutide is allowing you to make that decision because you're not as hungry, therefore you don't have that big of an appetite. If Amberlynn weren't on Ozempic and she was doing these things like not getting a bun, not substituting the French fries, it might mean a little bit more. But you are, Blanche. You're on the Ozempic. I'm making non-semaglutide decisions and accomplishments. Okay, girl. All right. Does anyone have Amberlynn's gold sticker? Where's it at? UPS guys have nice legs. Oh my. Blocked, thank you so much for sending in a super chat as well. When are you going to go to Boston? I'd love to drive a couple hours to buy you a slushie. Oh my gosh. Well, my one girlfriend actually wanted me to come July 4th, but she ended up working. I'm going to the beach for a week in July. I mean, you know, we're still going to go live and everything. The show must go on. But I'm thinking maybe in August is when I could plan that trip to Boston. She just moved in last weekend. She just, oh my gosh, I was on the phone with her a couple days ago. She was just like, Jordy, it's so expensive. Everything's so expensive. I said, didn't you live there? Like, didn't you live there before? Like, you should know how expensive it is. She's like, yeah, but this was back when I was making $5,000 a week during my travel nursing days. Remember like that little like 2-year period where nurses were making like bank? Like she was working in Boston 2 years ago making like $5,000 a week. It was insane. I love the what happened to Baby Jane references. When are you going to the beach? I think it's July. I think it's in like 3 weeks. Boston is ridiculous. I've only been to, I mean, I was like 2 or 3. I was really young, but I haven't been to Boston in a while, so I'm excited. Ugh. Sorry. Those goldfish are trying to swim out. Diced Lemons, thank you so much for sending in a super. Appreciate that. This is your hydration fund. I appreciate it. You know, I mean, the water is free when I do my refills on the water, but, you know, those slushies, got to stay hydrated. You know, frozen Mountain Dew. I really appreciate y'all being conscientious of my hydration. Thank you. Okay, y'all, let's move on to Chantal's latest video. If you weren't here earlier, basically I was talking about how Chantal uploaded this video yesterday of, it was like her complaining that she should be able to be 400 pounds and eat whatever she wants and no one should have anything to say about it. No one in the community knows their, you know, ass from a hole in the ground when it comes to binge eating. So we should all listen to what Chantal has to say. It was very lecture-based. It was very, like, bony finger in the air pointing at the reaction channels in the community saying, like, you don't know anything, blah, blah, blah. It actually got taken down for misinformation. So that's why I don't really want to react to it, at least not right away, because if something got taken off of YouTube, I don't want to bring it to my channel to, you know, potentially start problems. So we're not going to look at it, but what we are going to look at is her most recent upload titled Why I No Longer Want to Make Videos and What is Fair Use. This video comes in at just over 8 minutes to secure the mid-roll ad so that Chantal can make a little bit more money. Very savvy businesswoman, if you ask me. Let's get into it.
Hello, Beezers. All right, so I want to talk about something that is affecting me and my channel. I haven't really realized it fully until recently, but if after I explain it, it doesn't make sense to you, or you don't agree that what is happening is not fair whatsoever, I don't know what else to tell you or how to explain it another way. I'm talking about reaction channels gone too far. Now, I have complained about reaction channels many, many times, especially the ones that are just pure hate channels, mostly about hypocrisy and bull.
How hypocrisy you are! Oh my gosh. If y'all don't know that, one time the husband, one time he got on here one time and he was like popping off about reaction channels, doing all the Z snaps and the mic drops, or what he thought was mic drops. And he said, how hypocrisy you are. Yes, Chantal, please explain it to us because we're so stupid. So it seems like Chantal just Googled what is fair use and then took a clip of the first thing that came up on Google here and then found some little chart off of Google Images. So yeah, let's hear it from her.
Bullying. But now there is another big issue I would like to address. It's content theft. Whichever way you try to excuse it.
Thieves! The city of thieves! Where's Jordy's city of thieves? We all do. We all go into the city of thieves to steal all of this content. Oh my. Does she not realize reaction channels help her make money? She's being purposely obtuse, in my opinion. I think that when Chantal feels very discouraged or she feels like she's not doing as well as she could be, that's when the bony finger gets pointed at the reaction channels and says, you're the one doing it to me. Because, otherwise you would have to hold up a mirror and look at yourself and, realize what you're doing wrong. I think that's why I was struck 19 times by Alicia Doherty recently, is because people really aren't as infatuated with her and her channel as they were a few years ago, and she's not making as much money. So when people are feeling discouraged or when they feel like they're being, not given what they previously felt entitled to in life, it's very natural for them to go, well, it's their fault. It's not my fault. It's their fault. So this is kind of what we're seeing with Chantal. And you have to remember, this is right after Chantal got her video taken down. So she probably got pissy about that and then thought, I can't even come on here, make my own video, say whatever I want without it getting stolen. On top of the fact, I can't even make a video without it getting reported. So what does she do? She, punches the air and grips her fist and says, reaction channels! So this is kind of what we're seeing as the result right now. Cat's Damn Meow, thank you so much for gifting another subscription. Twisted X, welcome back for your 4th month. All hail Cat's Damn Meow. I'm surprised that wasn't a gifted subscription. Thank you so much, Twisted. Appreciate that. Nini, hello, hello. Welcome back for your 2nd month. Thank you, thank you. Does she not... I would have never known she existed if it weren't for you, Jordy. I think that Chantal specifically, if it weren't for FFG, I think that Chantal would have phased out by now. I cover Chantal, some of the other reaction channels cover her and Chantal and everything, but if you look at FFG's channel and her views and everything, she is the end-all be-all foodie reaction channel. You don't have to like her, you don't have to love her, you don't have to, whatever, but you can't deny that the views are there. So I think that the community that is FFG and her views and everything make up for a lot of the relevancy and a lot of the purpose that Chantal still has on YouTube. I know that purpose is probably not the right word, but I mean, yeah, FFG made her. Because, I mean, prior to everything that happened last season with Natter, I mean, did Chantal even have reaction channels covering her? Like, back when she was dating that BB guy. I mean, I wasn't around back then, so you guys can let me know. But did reaction channels even cover her? So I feel like Chantal got her start in Girl World and made herself interesting enough to want to be covered by people during, the COVID years with Natter and everything. But the only reason people are covering it now is because, we're going off of the heels of what was once interesting. This whole Kuwait stuff, this wouldn't have gotten any traction. I mean, honest to God, Chantal, like, look at her channel. Who wants to watch a 400-pound person shove food down their throat and talk about nothing? I mean, maybe if she was funny, maybe if she had a personality, maybe if she had something to talk about, but she doesn't, so I literally only know about her because of you. And I mean, that's anything on social media. If a lot of people were talking about it, you're more likely to hear about it. But, oh boy. Chantal wants your First Amendment rights revoked, Jordy. Oh my gosh. I just, don't I understand, she needs to make a video and she needs to have something to say and she needs to, find an outlet for her frustration and everything. But this doesn't go anywhere. Nothing happens with this. I mean, she's not going to take anybody to court. Like this whole fair use transformative conversation is so tired to me. But you know what? It's been talked about since I started my channel, and it's going to be talked about from years from now. So I don't think that there's any end to it specifically or necessarily, but it's just annoying because it's like when it gets to the point where you want to do something about it, it's like, okay, I'm done bitching. I'm going to do something about it. It's like, okay, the next point of you doing something about it is taking people's asses to court. So put up or shut up, shit, or get off the pot. I mean, what is this little bitchy video that we're watching right now? It's like, okay, well, are you going to take FFG to court? Are you going to take any of the reaction channels to court? Come on. What are you complaining about? You don't even live in the United States, Chantal. You don't even live in North America anymore. So, I mean, if you're scraping by using all of your money to give it to some bum that you met on Tinder or to buy a plane ticket out of Kuwait to renew your visa every 3 months, I mean, do you really think that you're going to have money for an international lawsuit and win? It's stupid.
There is a whole community of content leeches that literally steal my content. And honestly, this is why I no longer want to put any effort into my content. If I do...
Well, okay, wait. No longer? As if she was before? I no longer want to put any effort into my content. That implies that she was doing it beforehand. I mean, yeah, but you don't really have a choice, Chantal. You don't have a job. You have no other way to make money. So even if you upload a video and then people transform your video and make 10 times the amount of money on it, you're still making a little bit of money on it to live on. So, I mean, you don't really have a choice. I mean, the only other choice is for you to get a different job or find a different profession. So, yeah.
Mukbangs, not much effort is there, sure. But if I bother to go out and vlog and try and get creative with my videos, thousands of views are stolen from reaction channels.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I mean, do we even have the same conversation? Like, I could sit here and repeat all of the things that I've said a billion times in the past before if you want me to. But, I mean, people aren't going to go to your channel to watch your content without the commentary because it's too boring. And you know how you fix that? You know how you get reaction channels to stop stealing your videos? Make your content interesting enough for people to want to go to the source and watch it. When Chantal was in her last season and she was streaming 14 hours a day and she was acting all crazy with Natter and everything, she had well over 2,000 people watching her on a live stream because people didn't need the commentary to go with it. They could watch it from the source. When you put out shit and then reaction channels have to do something with it to, turn shit into flowers, people are going to walk toward the flowers, not the shit. So make your content less shit and you'll get more views. Jordy, you're the reason her content sucks. Yeah, I mean, really, am I the reason your videos encompass you shoving food down your throat? Am I the reason why you walk around and have nothing to do except play copyright-free music in the background? Really, what this video comes across as is she's blaming reaction channels for her not being entertaining.
And this is no exaggeration. About at least a dozen channels take my entire video for their own content and restream it or stream snipe it the minute I go live. And they'd steal the video in its entirety or make a video using the entire...
Oh god, that's another thing that they think that they can get people on. Well, you guys are using the entire video. You're not just using bits and pieces or clips of it. You're using the entire thing. Yeah, but I'm transforming the entire thing. That's one of the things that the Temu South Africa lawyer tried to say to me. You use Alicia's full video, okay? I have my face on the video the whole time. It's being transformed continuously. I could maybe see your point if maybe I didn't have a webcam and a mic and, pausing every 10 seconds to say something, but I do. They think that they got you in a loophole right there. You use it in its entirety.
Video and make small comments here and there about petty little things, mostly bullying and body shaming, such as how I walk, how fat I look. There's literally a reaction channel whose content is to slow down shots of me walking to laugh at me. So things...
Who's she talking about? There's a reaction channel whose sole purpose... Well, I shouldn't say sole purpose. Who slows it down to make fun of me. I mean, that's still transformative. You might not like it, but it's still transformative. Is she referring to Sinatra? When she's saying that right here? Remember when Sinatra, made that one video where she was walking into a frame and he was pressing the space bar continuously and he pressed it 30 something times before you were able to see Chantal's face? She might be talking about that. The girls do not like Sinatra, I've noticed. They don't like him. Amberlynn was the one who originally got him demonetized back in the day. I mean, this was well over a year ago now, but there was a video one time that Sinatra made where he used, it was a photo of Amberlynn's ankle as the thumbnail, and Amberlynn reported it, and it actually went through as I forget what exactly happened, but his channel got demonetized. Mini Frog Wizard, thank you so much. I'm going to see A Day to Remember in Connecticut tomorrow. I'll keep my eyes out for our scene queen, Eugene. I love that. Scene Queen Eugene. We'll have a fun time tomorrow, Mini Frog Wizard. That's awesome. Hope you have a good day. She could argue to YouTube that she's being bullied, but making fun of her still falls under fair use. Exactly, Chrissy Ann. If anything, it would be breaking YouTube's terms of service. So Chantal and Amberlynn and Alicia and all these other people who bitch about fair use, they have a more, higher likelihood of taking down reaction channels through YouTube's terms of service. Which, has always kind of been, glaringly obvious to me. If you can't get a channel taken down through YouTube's terms of service, how the hell do you expect to win in a court of law? You know what I mean? It's like being able to walk 10 feet versus hiking a mile. If you can't walk the 10 feet, how do you expect to hike the mile? What is Sinatra's YouTube? I think it's called Sin and Sass. For the longest time, it was Sinatra Says Second. Or just Sinatra Says, but I think that his YouTube channel right now is called Sin and Sass. If she stopped making YouTube videos, what would she do? She would have to find some other type of content creation, because Chantal, there's no way in hell that she would be able to work what is considered a traditional job, like a 9-to-5, something like that, somewhere where she would have to report to and earn a paycheck like that. It has to be some type of freelance work, because Chantal likes to work when she wants for how long she wants. And especially living over there in Kuwait and everything, it has to be that kind of income. So she doesn't have a choice. So it would have to be OF. I mean, honestly, if Chantal, I don't know how that would work, though, living in a Muslim country and having an OF. If they found out about that, and especially, the community that surrounds Chantal, I would imagine that the community would make people aware of it in that country. I don't think that you're allowed to do that. She'll get a 6-pack and become a fitness influencer. She also can't legally work in Kuwait as a visitor. I didn't know that. So even if she wanted to get a job at, I don't know, a restaurant or a gift shop or something, she wouldn't be able to because she's there on a tourist visa. So it has to be some type of freelance work. So if she didn't have YouTube, I don't know, she'd have to move to a different website, because her public image is the only thing that's profitable for her. Yeah. She's already toned. Oh, how could I forget? Cats DM me out. I really don't know what I'm going to do with you. Thank you so much for sending in. What is that, 10? I don't know, this was about an hour ago. I may have already thanked you for this. I'm sorry if I did, but thank you so much for gifting more subscriptions on Twitch. I don't see a single person without a star next to their name. It is insanity. Thank you so much, Cats Damn Me Out. Blue Stanley Stan, welcome back for your second month. Did you name yourself after this old thing? Well, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. My Stanley thanks you. Thank you. Appreciate that. Welcome back for your second month. Boop Girl. Hey, Boop Girl. How you been? Hey, Jordan. I have the same thing, but it's holes for me, not dots or circles, like a beehive. Oh, tripophobia again? Oh, my. I'm sorry you have to go through that, Boop Girl. Maybe one day it'll be beneficial to you. Who knows? Maybe if Amberlynn can get disability for it, you can too. I'm holding out hope for you, Boop.
Things like that, if I'm using filters, etc., etc. I could go live and I will have, let's say, maybe 500 views. If someone, a bigger reaction channel who usually gets more views will go live, my views will drop down to the 300s. This is not fair use. This is what fair use should be.
Oh, operative word, should. I don't like the way the law is. This is how it should be, but it's not, Blanche. It's not how it is. So we don't live in a world of should. We live in a world that is. So I'm sorry that you feel that things are being taken from you, Chantal, but if that's the way that you're interpreting it, that's the way that it is. I'm sorry. Katie Bird, thank you so much for gifting 5 subscriptions on YouTube. Appreciate you doing that. Thank you, Katie Bird. Chirp, chirp to you. Appreciate that.
Read it very well, using small amounts of the content and not taking away from the original creator. Reactors themselves...
Yeah, but how do you deem that? How do you measure that? How do you present that in a court of law? To not take away from the original creator. That seems very vague. You know? To not take away from the original creator. I mean, for an 8-minute video, if I'm able to provide an hour of commentary, I'd say that's pretty damn transformative. I don't think I'm taking anything away from Chantal. If y'all want to go and watch the 8-minute video on her channel, you're more than welcome to.
Have been reported gleefully bragging about how they purposely take away views and not to watch my content on my channel and to watch it on theirs. This is theft. This is wrong, and it's come to a point where it's no longer worth it for me to put any effort into making content.
That's not true. That's not true at all. It's still worth it for you to make videos. You're still, I mean, shit, let's go look at her channel. It's still worth it. I mean, so if Chantal uploads a video of herself eating twice a day, because I mean, like, that's literally all her channel is. So I mean, 10,000 views, 8,000, 7, 8, 9, 11. I mean, if you upload 2 videos a day like this, I mean, you know, obviously I can't have the exact number of how much she makes a month, but it's enough to sustain her lifestyle. Girly Pop is not, you know, flourishing, so to speak, but she's doing okay. She's doing okay. She's able to fund her own lifestyle. She's able to put food on her table. She's able to put a roof over the Tinder bum's head. It's enough. So for you to say it's not worth it just because people transform your content and react to it, I don't think that's true. I mean, Chantal, if you genuinely believed that, I mean, you wouldn't make videos anymore. If it's not worth it to you, then go get a different job. If it's not worth it to you, find a different platform that, I don't know, do something different then. Jordy being exposed as the thief that he is. I should get a ski mask. I should do my reactions in a ski mask. You're not skiing.
Hello, Beezers. Snipe it the minute I go live. Whose content is to slow down views, fair use should be. Read it very well, using small amounts of the content and not taking away from the original creator. Reactors themselves have been reported gleefully bragging about how they purposely take away views and not to watch my content on my channel and to watch it on theirs. This is theft. This is wrong, and it's come to a point where it's no longer worth it for me to put any effort into making content just for reaction channels. People argue that they wouldn't watch me anyway. Well, that's not true, because you go to another channel to watch my content. Throwing pet...
She really thinks that she just did something with that statement. People saying that they wouldn't watch me anyway. That's not true. You go to another channel to watch me. Yeah, a channel that does something with your content. A channel that adds a little bit of spice and flair to make it worth watching. What does she even mean when she says that? That's not true, because you guys are going to a different channel to watch it. Yeah. That I don't get it.
Remarks and insults every few minutes is not transformative in any way.
Every few minutes? I mean, I'll just speak for myself. I have never let one of Chantal's videos play for 3 minutes and then make a statement. I mean, y'all see how frequently I pause this thing.
You are certainly not making my content any different. There's no transformation happening to my work. Furthermore, how is it okay for a reactor to have an entire channel based on one individual only? And I'm sure reactors will say, I'm crying over people taking my content. Yeah, I am. Just like the YouTube underground went on a rampage hypocritically when people used a tiny amount of her content and abused the copyright system over and over and over. Now, I can't copyright strike because I simply cannot afford to take every one of these reactors to court and pursue any of this. Nor do I wish to spend my time fighting something that big. But no matter how you spin it, it's not fair use to use a creator's entire work when it takes views away from the original creator, period. And yes, I can prove that, and I just have talked about that, what happens when somebody goes live the minute I go live. And therefore, honestly, I don't feel motivated at all to share my life, nor to put in any effort into any content I do.
Then don't. I don't feel this doesn't motivate me to want to make videos on YouTube. Okay, then don't. Go make your money somewhere else. Oh, I shouldn't have to. This is the way it should be. What's not? I mean, I would like for life to be modified and different in ways that tailor and suit me more, but that's not the way life is. What are you complaining about? I don't get it. I want to be 500 pounds and I don't want anyone to react to me and I want to get as many views as I currently do. Okay. And if I had wheels, I'd be a wagon. Sexy Milkshake, thank you so much for subscribing for a 4th month. 1, 2, 3, 4. Welcome back, Sexy Milkshake. Looking good. Megan Lenny, appreciate your super chat. Thank you, thank you. Hey, Jordy, I'm behind in the stream. Am I the only one that wants to know what Cats Damn Meow does for a living? Love listening to you, Jord. Well, if Cats Damn Meow would like to disclose that, they are more than welcome to, but not gonna put them on the spot here or anything. Really appreciate that, Megan. Thank you so much. Tangled! Hey, Tangled. Hey. Thank you so much for sending in 5 gifted subscriptions on YouTube. Really appreciate you doing that. Tangled, I did see that you did request a car vlog, so I'm thinking about doing one this weekend. And that'll be specially dedicated to you. Thank you, Tangled. I don't hear Burger King complaining. You eating the burger and making money off of it. That was his burger work. Oh my god, I've never thought of it that way, Jen. That's hilarious. Yeah. You're using Burger King's work to transform it when you bite into it. When the sauce goes on your cheek like a toddler, that's you transforming the burger. Yeah. Good point, Jen. Yeah. I don't hear Burger King complaining. Y'all kill me. Y'all kill me.
That's just how it is. I will just sit and eat and do mukbangs and do gaming streams on YouTube and try to do some streams on TikTok here and there, mostly battles and content where I can play some music. If these channels were not using 100% of my content, a lot of people would watch on my channel. They would be curious, at least, and not all, but many more would be forced to, because no matter what you admit to it or not,
if no reaction channels existed, the Chantal's channel would die. Like 1,000 views, maybe, if that.
admit to it or not, sorry, those who watch on reaction channels are still interested to some degree to watch my content, which is why those channels exist at all in the first place.
I mean, so what do you have to say to the people who got into your content via the reaction channel community? Because that's how I got into Girl World. I didn't get into it through you. I got into it through a reaction channel. I started watching Karina Kaboom. That was like the first reaction channel I ever watched. I never watched Amberlynn straight up. I watched Karina Kaboom talk about her. So what do you have to say to the types of people who found you through others? Because we wouldn't have found you otherwise.
Sad that it has come to this, but reaction channels have gone too far with their lazy stealing content. And I am no longer
Lazy stealing content. Pretty much all of Chantal's content anymore is her eating and talking about nothing. But other people are lazy. Huh. Okay. Mary! Hey, Mary! Happy Friday to you! It's my payday, and I would love to share with you, beautiful human. I'm late. What is up? Oh my gosh, Mary! Oh, not much. Planning on getting dinner afterwards. What should I get for dinner? What should I get for dinner? I don't know. But thank you so much, Mary. I hope you had a good week, and I hope you have an even better weekend. Enjoy it. Appreciate you checking in. I would never go to her channel and watch her stuff. I literally only watch because Jordy's funny. It's like, and honestly, I would love to transform funny content. I would love something to work with. But it's just, ever since I've become, a reaction channel, I've always only ever worked with boring content for the most part. I mean, some of it's interesting. But, that's what I do. I watch boring shit and I turn it into something fun. I entered Girl World via Jordy. Yes, what do you have to say about that, Chantal? All of the people who brought you attention, brought you views, and I'm not sure that everyone that watches reaction channels doesn't watch you too. I'd imagine that there is some overlap. I'd imagine some people do watch your channel. So what do you have to say about the person who found you through me, who also watches you? So that's kind of contradictory. That's why we have Benji and Tranimal.
longer going to do any vlogs or content outside of the mukbangs and gaming streams. I will talk to you guys on the gaming streams, but not the talking I do on my regular streams. If you were working for free, I'm sure you wouldn't
working for free. Now she's working for free. Oh my god. Chantal doesn't make any money on YouTube. It all goes to the reaction channels. She's on a sidewalk in Kuwait with a cardboard sign that says "Will react for food," or like will make jaw clicking noises for food. She makes no money working for free. That is the most entitled thing that I've ever heard Chantal say. Chantal, you make a very, very good living off of YouTube. Yeah, if your views were double or triple, yeah, you would be making more money and everything, but you're not, because your content is boring and people don't want to watch you from the source. Working for free. That is so entitled. To have a full-time job in which all you do is sit there and eat and film yourself, to say that you're working for free because other people react to it, oh my god. That is there's no other word to describe that than entitled. Poor thing. Yeah, poor thing. She has to, so the money that she spends on, the money she makes that she spends on food to make more money on that, she's working for free. We'll eat corn dogs for $30.
feel like it much either. I put myself out there. I put in the editing effort. And for someone to just...
The editing effort. No. She copy and pasted 2 little snippet images from Google and then talked over it for 8 minutes. The editing effort. Oh my God. I don't think she edits at all when she does her mukbangs. I think that she just turns the camera on and whatever happens in the next 20 minutes is what gets uploaded. The editing effort. Does she mean when she's like driving on the freeway and she's filming out the window and puts copyright-free music in the background? Is that the effort? Is that the editing you're referring to? She's been working for free. Now she's gonna starve. Oh my gosh. Do we think that this is rage bait? This video might be rage bait. There's a fine line between delusion and rage bait. Fail. This is a fail. Oh my gosh. Anonymous. Thank you so much for gifting 10 additional subscriptions. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Way too kind. And then right after that, followed up with Cat's Damn Meow gifting 3 gifted subscriptions on Twitch. Y'all are insane in the membrane. Thank you so much, guys. I'm Moosker. Hello, hello. Thank you, thank you. I'm a produce a new song. Can you say Girl World remix? I love making Girl World songs. I had fun with Amberlynn and a couple of the skits. I would love to do more of those.
just not even cam up and show themselves and just take my entire content
Cam up.
and then use it to bully me.
Cam up.
No thanks. And make more money. No thanks. It's ridiculous that YouTube allows this to occur, but to be honest, I know
Then if you don't like it, leave the platform. If you don't like YouTube's rules, you don't have to use that platform. I will tell you though, YouTube, out of any other platform, TikTok, Rumble, Twitch, whatever, it is the highest paying platform. So if you don't like their rules, I mean, you're welcome to go to another streaming website. There are many of them that you could go on. But it's very entitled of Chantal to be making the money she's making off of YouTube and then turn around and say, you know, I'm going to bite the hand that feeds. YouTube allows her to eat. Yeah, I mean, you should be grateful that YouTube is even allowing you to put up the gross content you put up to begin with. I think YouTube... So, Chantal wants everything her way. She wants to make as much money as possible, and she doesn't want any consequences. I mean, me too, girl. That's how I would love to live life. But that's not the way life is. What? Remonetized pantyhose. Welcome back for a 3rd month. Thank you, thank ya. Your streams have become a part of my daily routine. Chantal is in her Temu lawyer era with this diagram. Lions and galaxies to you. Thank you so much, remonetized pantyhose. A hard hand back to you. She is in her Temu lawyer era. I don't know. Maybe she could be like Kim Kardashian. Remember when Kim Kardashian wanted to be a lawyer and she was like studying to be a lawyer? Maybe with Chantal and all of the free time she has, she could become a lawyer. Oh my. Could you imagine living with her? She probably spends all her free time stuffing her face, watching reaction channels, and raging. You pretty much hit the nail on the head there. Do you know how I found out how much cheaper Ozempic supposedly is in Canada versus the US? I've never heard about it being cheaper in Canada. I mean, I've heard of like some medications being cheaper in like Mexico. Like I've heard of people that drive down the border to get insulin. You can get it for like 1/10 of the cost in Mexico. But no, I've never heard that about Ozempic. Well, Jordy, at least she gave you something to react to. Yeah, that's true. At least we have this video to pick apart. Wasn't there supposed to be a new terms of service about eating? Haven't heard that, if there is.
I talk a big game about reporting them to YouTube, But lately, I just haven't had the mental health to sit and go through their channels and send timestamps and watch their content for hours and hours of abuse.
Well, if you don't want to spend the time striking people, if you can't even take the time to fill out the form to strike people, you probably don't care enough. I mean, that's one thing that Alicia has on her. She sent me 19 strikes. I mean, you know, if you don't even care to send the strike to begin with, it probably doesn't mean that much to you, Chantal. So, I don't know who you want to pat your back on this one. I really don't. I mean, if I want something done about it, I'm going to have to fill out a complaint. And I shouldn't have to do that. I shouldn't have to take my precious time to do that. What? I mean, like, I don't know. Like, I say sometimes, like, it's a bottomless hole when it comes to Chantal with some regards. But the laziness, I don't know if you can get much more lazy than this. I want something done about it, but I don't want to have to be the one that does it. Like, entitled, lazy. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
I actually have done this once or twice in the past, but not lately. I feel like YouTube 100% doesn't give a shit, so why should I? I would love to make nice vlogs for you guys. I would love to, but not if I put in the effort to do the content, and some lazy reaction channels who don't even bother to get on camera just replay my entire content. Sorry, but fuck no. Fuck no. No.
What do you mean, F no? What do you mean, F no? You're gonna continue to make videos, Chantal. What is this video? Like the declaration of her no longer making videos on YouTube? Get real. Get real, Chantal. What are you gonna do for money otherwise? Are you Twitch streaming? Yes. Oh my gosh. F no. I'm not gonna do that. You kidding me?
No more. I've fed these losers and their kids for way too long, and I am done. Anyways, guys, that is what you can expect from now on. See you.
Wait, what? What's now that we can expect?
I would love to make nice vlogs for you guys. I would love to, but not if I... To be honest, I know I talk a big game about reporting them to YouTube, but lately I just haven't had the once or twice more money. No.
I mean, she says at the end there, she says at the end, that's what you can expect now, but she didn't say what for her to expect. Okay, so at the end of this, Chantal stops talking around like 6 minutes 30 seconds, and then we all know that after you upload a video that's over 8 minutes, you get what's called the mid-roll ad. So when people watch this video, you know, once they get to like a certain part in it, it'll play an advertisement. But if she were to upload a video that was 7 minutes 59 seconds, you wouldn't get the mid-roll ad. You would only watch the ad when the video first starts. So Chantal puts a disclaimer down here saying, shamelessly making my video 8 minutes for more ads. So she just doesn't talk for the remainder of the video. About a minute and a half of silence. And she's pretty brazen about it. Shamelessly making it 8 minutes for more ads so that she can make more money. So how are you going to complain about other people misusing the platform when you're coming off this entitled? This is like a toddler shitting their diaper and getting PO'd. This is what this video is. Talking about YouTube not being a fair platform and not caring about their creators and blah, blah, blah. Talking about entitlement and being lazy. Yeah, now who's lazy? Shamelessly making it 8 minutes for more ads. Yeah. And then talking about not even wanting to report people because you're so lazy. I don't even want to report people because I don't want to fill out the form. but other people are lazy. It's just, this video is just one giant, all her videos, they're just one giant contradiction. Like, some of you ask me sometimes, it's like, who would you want to interview out of all the girls? You know, would you love to have a one-on-one with Eugenia, Amberlynn, Alicia, Chantal? Like, who would you most like to... I would like to sit down with Chantal and, like, look into her eyes and see, like, do you honestly believe this? Like, do you see how this is incorrect? This one was a wild one, y'all. But I understand why she uploaded it. She's pissed. She's pissed that her video from last night got reported. So this is kind of her response to it. I don't think that this goes anywhere. She's still going to continue to upload. She's still going to continue to shove food down her throat and put out the same content. So I don't really know what the mic drop moment in these last 10 seconds of this video mean. So, what video got reported? She put up a video last night of her talking about how no one in girl world knows what binge eating disorder is, and anyone who has anything to say about it is talking out their ass. And she was saying a lot of things that were incorrect. And the video got reported for misinformation, and it got taken down. I would like to watch it on here. I just don't think it's a good idea for us to react to a video that got reported and taken down on YouTube. So maybe in the future. Maybe in the future we could. When isn't she pissed, though? Oh my gosh. Cameo takes 30%, so she made $20 for the corn dogs. Oh my god. Really very annoying. Thank you so much for your 5th month on YouTube. Welcome back. Oh yeah, when we compare you to a stick and a log, we're totally stealing your content. Hi babes, stay moist. Thank you, really very annoying. You can react as long as it's not misinformation. Maybe in the future. Maybe who knows? Maybe tomorrow we'll do it. Maybe tomorrow. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Let me look around. Let me talk to some people. We'll see. We'll see. Gatto. Hey Gatto. Thank you so much for the super sticker. Appreciate that. Hope your weekend goes well. Nicole Garrett. Hey, nice to see you pop up. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you. I watched and I saw her rant in Cuba. Hates having money. Hates her skin. Well, it looks like she got what she wished for. Broke and still white. Oh, you finally watched the Cuba Rage? I feel like that's something that all people should watch. To really get an inside look about how Chantal feels, truly. Because, you know, the mask slips sometimes, but to truly get an inside look and, you know, that, like, liquid honesty that comes out in that Cuba Rage, I think that most people should watch it just to see exactly who she is. On top of all the gross stuff she's done with, you know, the cats and everything else. Jordy, you're going to have to get an EBT card for the kids. She's cutting you off. I better get something worked out. Because, yeah, formula is not cheap. I've never seen that, so I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know if it's on YouTube. You might be able to find it on YouTube. You can definitely find clips of it on YouTube, but, like, the entirety of it, I'm not sure where to find it. But, yeah, Cuba Rage. Cuba Rage. She has some interesting things to say. CC Nags, hey CC, thank you for the bits, thank you, appreciate you. Thank you so much for sending in 1,000 bits, CC. Jordy, I wonder if we could do an episode where you go over Foodie and Natter highlights. I missed that whole season. I'm not opposed to doing that. I just, like, with, like, what I've been putting up recently, it really hasn't really, I don't know, included for much room to do foodie throwbacks. I mean, when Amberlynn wouldn't upload for days on end, we would usually do a retro react. So, maybe. But the thing about covering Natter is, I mean, it's not necessarily a problem, but it's like an obstacle you have to go over, and it's kind of like an eye roll. But that guy's insane. That guy is insane, and he'll strike anyone for anything. So it's just kind of like... And then I know it's like the whole conversation of, well, you know, you're letting them win. You're letting them win. But it's like... It's annoying as hell having copyright strikes on your account just because, you know, dumbass felon wanted to send you something. Was Cuba Rage when she kept playing Pumped Up Kicks? No, those are two different streams. Mary, hey Mary, thank you again. Her audio is so damn loud, the whole road can hear her, and I'm embarrassed. You listening in your car? I love that. Oh my god. The whole road can hear her. Oh my gosh. He's a little scary from what I've seen. Scary and scary looking. Is Natter the nurse clear my schedule guy? I strangely know what you're referring to. No, Pete's says that, not Natter. Pete's is her old roommate / best friend, who she used to date, actually. I thought he lost his channel. Yes, but he's been able to send out like more flags and strikes to people through, I think it's Dee Dee's channel. I don't know. He's somehow still able to do it. Don't ask me how, but it's somehow still occurring because I know that he did it to Mr. Snowflake recently. Prison Becky, really appreciate that. Thank you, Prison Becky. Raging Chantal is my favorite. Hey, Chantal. The only reason I even know who you are is from Jordy. I never watch your content. You're boring. Sorry. Reaction channels are your bread and butter, girl. Not to toot our own horn, but without reaction channels, Amberlynn, Chantal, it wouldn't be good. It wouldn't be good. So the fact that you're even getting 6, 8, 10,000 views on your videos is because you're being kept relevant by the community. Thank you so much, Prison Becky. That was really sweet of you. Good night, Timu Blow Up Doll. Enjoy your dinner. He struck Mr. Snowflake. It was either a strike or it was a community guidelines violation. I don't remember exactly. But he sent something to Mr. Snowflake somewhat recently. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I'm so like nasally today. Like I have so much like mucus. I don't know why. I tried using my Flonase. I don't know if it's doing much though. But usually Flonase needs some time to kick in. All right, everyone. Well, I think that is going to be it. We are caught up with Amberlynn. We are caught up with Chantal. Well, apparently this is the last time that we're going to be able to catch up with Chantal because this is the last video she's ever going to upload. So I guess that this is the formal end of Chantal on this channel. We're never going to react to her because she's never going to upload anything ever again. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. We had a fun time with Foodie Beauty. Prison Becky, thank you so much for sending in 5 gifted subscriptions right before ending here. That was really generous of you to do. I really appreciate you doing that, Prison Becky. Welcome to all of our new YouTube members, courtesy of Prison Becky. Thank you, thank you. All right, everybody, have a good rest of your Friday night. Go out and do something fun, unless you live in the UK and it's like 3 a.m. Nothing's probably happening good at 3 a.m., so you should probably go to bed. But, you know, if you're at a normal-ish time here in North America, go out, do something fun, treat yourself. And I will more than likely see you here tomorrow. Maybe do an uploaded, pre-recorded video, have it go live tomorrow morning. We shall see. But, yes, plan to be live tomorrow to do something fun. I will see all of you lovely humans